Ringside, and we're ready for all the action. John, let's run down the PKA karate rules.
Larry, every fighter has to execute 8 hard kicks every round. The fighters are going to be wearing 8 or 10-ounce boxing gloves. They'll wear the 4-ounce foot pads. There are 3 judges sitting at ringside, and each judge will give the winner of each round 10 points. The loser of each round will get 10 points or less. It's a 10-point must-scoring system.
We have coming up a featherweight contest, 3-round schedule between Chet Coleman and Bruce Muhammad. And we go now to Tony Mann in center ring.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the sensational Copa Room at the Sands Hotel Casino in Atlantic City. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-round bout in the featherweight division. And our referee for this bout is J.T. Will. Allow me please to introduce our principals. First, out of the blue corner. Gentleman is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's 23 years old. Stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in today at 132 pounds. This young man has a contact karate record of 2 wins with no losses. And one of his wins is by a knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please Mr. Chet Coleman. Coleman! His opponent in the red corner is from the Big Apple, New York City. This gentleman is 22 years old. He's 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in today at 128 pounds. He has a contact karate record of 4 wins and 2 losses. And 2 of his wins are by a knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome please for Bruce Muhammad. Muhammad! This is scheduled for 3 rounds in the featherweight division.
John, this should be an interesting fight. J.T. Will giving last-minute instructions.
Last reminder, make sure you guys keep your kicks above the waist. In the case of a knockdown, I'll direct the standing fighter to a neutral corner. You'll stay there until I call you back. When I say break, make sure you break clean, step back. Do not hit or kick your opponent after I say break, because there will be a foul. Do not hit or kick your opponent if he's on the floor. There's no holding, no clinching. I only give you 2 warnings. After that, it will be a point deduction, so don't throw away points for holding. Shake hands now. We'll begin with the traditional bout.
Some interesting records here. Chet Coleman, 2 wins and no losses. According to our record here, Bruce Muhammad has 4 wins and 4 losses. Each of the fighters has the capability of knocking out his opponent. Should be interesting, John.
We have a pretty good physical matchup here. 5'8" Coleman, 5'7" Muhammad. No real reach advantage. Muhammad's got a little more experience. We'll just have to see if Coleman is ready to meet that experience.
This is round 1, scheduled for 3. The featherweight division goes up to about 133 pounds. Coleman looks pretty muscular in the upper body to be 132 pounds.
He does look very strong. At this point so far, though, Muhammad is certainly showing good technical ability.
That axe kick landed, but it seemed as though Coleman was holding on to it.
Kind of trapped it up on his shoulder, Larry.
The axe kick is a very unusual kick. Doesn't land very often, but when it does, it hurts.
Well, it really has a limited target. You can only hit someone down on the jaw and really be effective with it.
I've seen fighters use that axe kick down on the shoulder, wearing the arms down so that the fighter can't hold his arms up. There's a double kick to the face.
Well, Muhammad so far certainly seems to have the kicking ability. Although it's a nice side kick here by Coleman.
As John pointed out, the PKA rules require a 10-point must system, and we'll have John Worley, our resident expert, scoring in between rounds unofficially here at ringside. Hot action now. Coleman's nose is bright red.
Coleman's got a smile on his face. He looks like he's having a good time.
Hands up, Bruce. In the middle. That's right there.
I don't know that I would... Ooh, I was having such a good time at this point. He's taking...
Oh, a right hand! A Coleman right hand puts Muhammad down to the canvas.
6, 7, 8. Hands up.
Just a solid right hand then by Coleman. Puts Muhammad right on the chin.
Coleman senses it and wants to go in for the kill. There's a left hand that landed and another right. Muhammad could be in trouble, but there's 5 seconds left in the round. He made it through the first round. Got it back together very quickly, Muhammad did.
I don't think he was seriously hurt by the knockdown.
Watch this right hand.
You see there, Coleman just lands a real solid right. I think that really hurt Muhammad. There's a left and another right that's the one that put him down. But I think the first right hand on the way in is the one that really set up the knockdown.
Swish and spit. Now, you won that whole round for that thing, man. Now we lost that round, so we got to get this round back. Movement. You don't stand in front of this guy. You got to use your leg technique. In and outside. Do not stand in front of him, okay? Repeat it to me. Tell him.
Fred Cortone over in Bruce Muhammad's corner.
Don't stand in front. You've got to move. You got the superior leg.
Telling him to use his kicking ability, and I think he's giving him awful good instruction.
With him when you want it.
Seems that being hit by those rights and lefts, he would want to stay out at kicking distance and stay away from Coleman's hand.
I think that they probably have a lot of respect now for Coleman's strength, and Muhammad seems to have the kicking superiority, so it would be wise, I think, to stay out at kicking range.
Second round is underway. John, we've seen the U.S. heavyweight champion, Kerry Roof, wearing arm pads as Muhammad is wearing here. What's the purpose of the arm pads?
I think a lot of times it's to keep kicks from hurting the lower part of the arm. At the same time, too, on a spinning back fist, if one happens to hit a little high up on the elbow, there's less likely to be a cut. The opponent is less likely to suffer a cut. In that first round, I scored Coleman a 10-9 advantage. Again, the knockdown gave him that advantage. He was probably losing the round except for that last flurry.
Coleman has a much more confident look in his eye now in the second round. I guess the knockdown really gave him the sense of confidence he needed.
Both fighters showing a lot of ability, good movement. Muhammad has a good jab. He's using that left jab very effectively on Coleman.
Front kick jab, Bruce. Look at that tummy sticking out. That's right.
We can hear Fred Cortone yelling from the corner.
Come on, Bruce. Hands up. Front kick jab, Bruce. Front kick jab. Hey, where's that tummy? Look at that leg. Let's go. Hands up. That's it. That's it, Bruce. Pick them apart.
Both fighters a little wary now, wanting to slip in, slip out, trying not to get hit.
Hands up. That's right, Bruce. Work that jab.
I think the pace is starting to wear them just a little bit. They're taking, I think, a little breather.
We can hear Fred Cortone telling him go with the front kick and then the jab. What he wants him to do is kick to the body, lower the hands, and then come over the top with this jab. Do you think that's a good strategy for him, John?
Hands up, Bruce. Hands up.
At this point, he needs to stay out of range, I think, because he's really not strong enough to get in there tight.
Work, Bruce. Come on. Get in out.
I believe you're right. Once he had him on the ropes, Muhammad did not know what to do at the end of round 2.
Even round.
Remember when we were sparring, I said...
As we talked about earlier on the rules, the fighters are wearing 4-ounce foot pads. These are foam pads that cover the front of the foot, the side of the foot, and the back of the foot, but they are bare on the bottom of the feet.
When you have them off balance...
Now, that leads that they've got that bare heel sometimes going in and striking against the face. It can be a very devastating blow. Some people have questioned whether or not there needs to be a padded foot, padded bottom of the foot.
Would that not give a problem to balance and standing on the bottom of the pad?
It certainly would make it more difficult for the fighters to move. It would make, I think, the agility real hard to maintain. At the same time, any kind of surface on the bottom of the foot would have to be abrasive and would cause, I think, cuts and burns.
We'll see if you want to...
Coleman has some good instructions in his corner from former U.S. champion Roy Kleckner.
Final round, pick yourself a man.
All right, this is our final round coming up. Bruce Muhammad with the red gloves, black pants. Chet Coleman with the white pants and the black gloves.
That's right, Bruce. Just watch it.
After 2 rounds, I've got this fight unofficially 20-18 in favor of Chet Coleman. So I think that Muhammad is going to have to really win this round big if he's going to have a chance to win this fight. Once again, I say I am the unofficial judge here.
We heard Roy Kleckner in the corner saying that the second round was an even round. Did you give it as an even round, John?
No, I didn't. I gave the round.
He's down. He's down from another right hand. I don't believe he'll get up. That's it. It's over. He's trying to get up. His mobility was totally gone. Unable to get to his feet. He's still moving. He's conscious, but not able to arise from that right hand of Chet Coleman.
Once again, just a tremendous right hand. Chet Coleman showing that he does have the power to knock people out. No question about it.
That straight-on style, similar of Kleckner.
Well, Coleman gets inside. Oh, as Bruce Muhammad steps up and lifts his head from low body attacks, he steps right into that solid right hand, and that was all she wrote.
Here you see the same thing from the other side.
Once again, Muhammad's down, ducking down. He comes back into that right hand, right flush on the jaw. That is the off switch.
One of the potential dangerous sides of PK karate is the fact that with the kicks, you have 4 weapons to watch out for, and those short right hands will slip in much more often.
The doctor's up there checking him now. He seems to be okay, but they want to be sure that he's fully ready to get up and on his feet before they move him from the ring. He's starting to sit up now.
Chet Coleman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the winner in this 3-round featherweight bout. Larry Black and John Worley from the stands in Atlantic City, and we'll be right back.